Chapter 8. Unit and batch costing. Learning objectives. Describe unit costing method. Determine the cost under unit costing. Describe batch costing methods. Differentiate between job costing and batch costing. Unit costing. Unit costing is a method of costing used where the output produced by an entity is identical and each unit of output require identical cost. Unit costing is synonymously known as single or output costing, but these are subdivision of unit costing method. Cost per unit equals total cost production divided by number of units produced. Cost collection procedure in unit costing. Collection of materials cost. Collection of employees, labor, cost. Collection of overheads. Treatment of spoiled and defective work. 1. Loss due to normal reasons. When a normal rate of defectives has already been established and actual number of defectives is within the normal limit, the cost of rectification or loss will be charged to the entire output. If, on the other hand, the number of defective units substantially exceeds the normal limits, the cost of rectification or loss are written off in costing profit and loss account. 2. Loss due to abnormal reasons. In this case, cost of rectification and loss is treated as abnormal cost and the cost of rectification or loss is written off as loss in costing profit and loss account. Batch costing. Meaning. Batch costing is a type of specific order costing where articles are manufactured in predetermined lots, known as batch. Under this costing method, the cost object for cost determination is a batch for production rather output as seen in unit costing method. A batch consists of certain number of units which are processed simultaneously to be for manufacturing operation. Under this method of manufacturing, the inputs are accumulated in the assembly line till it reaches minimum batch size. Soon after a batch size is reached, all inputs in a batch is processed for further operation. Reasons for batch manufacturing may either technical or economical or both. Example, medicine industry. Costing procedure in batch costing. To facilitate convenient cost determination, one number is allotted for each batch. Material cost for the batch is arrived at on the basis of material requisitions for the batch, and labor cost is arrived at by multiplying the time spent on the batch by direct workers as ascertained from time cards or job tickets. Overheads are absorbed on some suitable basis like machine hours, direct labor hours, etc. Economic batch quantity, EBQ. The total production cost under batch production comprises two main costs, namely 1. Machine setup costs and 2. Inventory holding costs. EBQ equals root of 2ds divided by C, where D equals annual demand for the product, S equals setting up cost per batch, C equals carrying cost per unit of production. Difference between job and batch costing. Job costing is a method of costing used for non-standard and non-repetitive products produced as per customer specifications and against specific orders. But batch costing homogeneous products produced in a continuous production flow in lots. Under job costing, cost determined for each job. But under batch costing, cost determined in aggregate for the entire batch and then arrived at per unit basis. Under job costing, jobs are different from each other and independent of each other. Each job is unique. Under batch costing, products produced in a batch are homogeneous and lack of individuality. Thank you.